People
Mira
are weird.
removed, Monty removed, and Maverick removed. Now Maverick, pretty usual. Mira, same thing really. Is the last ban now coming out from Ronald McDonald. Dirt Bikes is going to be Maestro, also a proper ban, so to say. The Monty one standing out right here. So it could be a counter ban or it could be a comfort ban. I'm not completely sure.
Well, of course, you don't want to meet the man with the big shield. And that means that, well, we're going into the first round. Ronald McDonald, Dirt Bike will start on that defensive side first. And then we'll see possibly the Goyo already coming out.
Defense side, pretty favored on this map. Current bans, however, leave it up in the air. Of course, still like defense side, but it's not like a 6-1 defense side, 6-0 defense side, or a 5-1 defense side, you know? So, still possibility right here to make stuff happen. Let's see how these teams will develop, how this setup will evolve.
Yeah, of course, it seems pretty normal nowadays. We don't have the Meister, which is often an operator you would probably put in the Messerines or a Dock. So I'm curious to see how they'll play around that. Which operator would you currently put there, huh?
The Messerine?
Yeah, at least not Valkyrie, because she's been tagged up.
I just want to say, now I was watching a map introduction video and it says mezzanine right there instead of mezzanine. So I just want to ask our production feed, as he's British, is it a mezzanine or a mezzanine? Like, Ninorine? He has no clue. All right, there we go.
Like, I couldn't have it any other way than I know, because, like, that would ruin my world, and I would just mispronounce it every time, and that would mess with me. By the way, also welcome to all the Russians in our chat currently, because I see a lot of letters that I don't understand, so I just put a da in there, because I think maybe that's something Russian.
Chadrick.
What?
We've been saying it wrong the entirety of our careers. It's mezzanine.
No, well, we also said something different, right? Oh, but we said something else as well first.
It's catwalk.
Yeah, we said catwalk as well. And then we said Catarines for a while. So we're just gonna go back to catwalk. Meanwhile, the wall has been opened. And that means the first shots will be fired as FMX will take some damage. Also, the Buck has been tagged up slightly. But so far, no real danger to any of the players. Fipsy standing by on the catwalk, as he's now dropping down and leaving Shermie there as well. 2 TCSGs for the side of RMDB. And let's see if that works out against the Russians.
Let's see, indeed. We get 2 players tagged up right here, now dropping in. Feed, can you confirm that I'm right with what I just said? Okay, we will be working on the FPS issue that's currently going on. We'll take some time in the meantime. In the meantime, you did hear an exothermic charge to go off, but countered off by a C4. Shermie gets the entry onto Socks. That's him going to be removed off the port. No more Thatcher. Well, however, already opened up, so his job is kind of done. Only thing right now, though, is they will struggle to open up construction.
Oh, Hap, you're having a after-dinner dip, it seems, as Fipsy is standing in the cash room and is now also possibly spotting Zika. Some fire will burn as a Goyo shield has been destroyed. That means stuff slows down for a little bit, but with 1 minute left on the clock, I don't really think that the side of Unique is too worried as of yet. Of course, they still have to move in, and they are a player behind. And I'm curious to see how the side of RMDB will play around with those nitro cells.
We're going to have to try and get some secured kills up here, and you see Max is trying to get the first one prepared, but it's going to be Flowers to get the kill into Fipsy. You know, the old Benelux player is removed off the board. Flashbang's now coming in. That will make sure that that position right there on the top stairs is going to be contested anytime soon. As he's forced out of his position. FMX now holding off that breach that was created by Rush, who wants to get in, but the kill comes in onto the Termite. That means that the also said angle right there, the coverage is gone off the port. The plant, however, already going down, and it doesn't seem like they know exactly where it's coming from. She's going to put the clock back on 45, as you see one of the members getting taken out straight away by Shermie, who is getting traded himself, though. Back in the 2-2 situation. Just little time left. Rush, you need to be careful here, because if you don't, it's going to be Mephisto to be ready to pick you up, or Capcan just to try and wallbang you. So to wait and see. 30 seconds left. There we go. Rush now getting down. That means it's all up to FMX now. Capcan gets the secure. FMX and that Zofia needs to pick up these kills. Picks up the first one. Gets the second as well. Beautiful clutch.
And that means the first round actually goes to Unique despite losing the opening kill. And that is a very good turnaround and a great clutch from FMX. A little bit sloppy on the side of RMDB, who let that plant go in and took so long to actually get a kill in and possibly some frags. That means they're now one round behind. We'll try to play CCTV in cash room once again and with a similar operator setup. Will it work this time? However, I'm not really sure. After that opening kill, they should have really had that influence going for him, but they did mess it up, Hap.
They have a slight mess up indeed to go up. Indeed, it was mezzanine. I just found that. So
Oh
we've been
my
saying it wrong
god.
the entire life. Just feed is also like confirming it to us right now. The FPS is a tiny bit better compared to what it was before this.
I'm not gonna tell you lied to me, Hap. I think the world lied to us.
Yes, well, it was actually, I saw it on the Clubhouse introduction video where it was spelled mezzanine instead of mezzanine, so I'm just gonna blame it to that. I took it from there.
So you're going to the office tomorrow, and you're just gonna be very mad.
You lied to me.
How could you do this?
I was watching the skyscraper one, and then it's mezzanine, so I was like, oh, fuck.
Where did I mess it up?
When did this go wrong like this?
Like, but for like, it seems so much better to have mezzanines instead of mezzanine. It just doesn't roll off the tongue that well.
Better. Yeah, that's what I mean. Crazy language. Crazy language.
Just gonna blame Brexit. It's okay. Meanwhile, we have FMX already moving up, and, well, operator-wise, both teams have stayed the same. Of course, the side of Unique are expecting a similar setup from that bomb side as well, so I'm not really thinking they changed anything themselves either. Meanwhile, drones are coming in. Now Sophia will also use some lifelines, and that will destroy the barrier and possibly a little bit more. The bandit does manage to trick, however, and that is a big mistake from the side of Unique. I'm not really sure how that managed to go about, because the barrier in the doorway still wasn't destroyed, despite Sophia doing everything she could.
Well, the thing is that barrier plays there, of course, to pick up those concussions, make sure that they don't completely go through. That's exactly what happened right there. Max is able to pick those up. Flyers, not sure. Did he lose an exothermic or not? I didn't really manage to see that. As, we are still working on the FPS issue. Please be aware. As right now you do see quickly in this little downtime.
Oh, he has a 2080? This guy's... I'm jealous, man. I only have a 2070. So I'm living... Yeah, it's okay. He's just pushing buttons, but luckily there's nothing much happening in the round.
This is the time to do it.
Well, the problem is that we are missing one exothermic charge that was eaten by the bandit wire. And of course they still have Detacher to help. I'm hoping that Detacher will actually do some good stuff for the team. Because otherwise, if another exothermic charge is gone, I'm not really sure what's going to happen.
I'm definitely not sure either, but the execute needs to happen soon. 1 minute left on the clock, and there is still like electronics right there. Gonna need to find out how they want to approach this now. Of course, there's still a Thatcher available. Fipsy, not being able to pick up that drone, will be using some of his ammo. There's only little in that TCSG available to him. As he's now going to go for that reload, try and go for a peek as the shield is being removed. Picks up the head right there of FMX, but it's going to get naded out straight away. And it's just to get into safe position, possibly when crawling back. But the wall is going to get opened up, though, and that's the win that they kind of needed here. 50 on low HP as well. Nothing to complain about. Valkyrie, however, outside, all the way on the back of the side. I don't know what's happening right there. Is going to be able to pick up a kill. Notice Max is from the other side. Back again on this map.
Meanwhile, Fipsy finally finished out as he was down a long time ago. That means it's a 4-on-3 situation, but it seems like the turnaround could be there. Capcan and Shermie still managed to hold on though, leaving only the Termite alive. He tries to move in, but loses his life as well. And finally, the first round comes in for Ronald McDonald Dyrt Byke. And that means we're all back to a 1-1 scoreline.
Good for them. They needed this round. Pitting Unique up to 2 straight away is definitely bad, so to say. A bad start if that would have happened. So, you know, they need this round. They need to make sure Unique doesn't go past 2 on this attacking half, because otherwise it's going to be going, getting out of hand. So far, so good. Damage is controlled. 1-on-1. Now the Ronald McDonald Dirt Bikes, they need to step it up. They need to get their game together like they did last round and keep it like that, just to make sure that Unique is going to have a hard time this match.
Yeah, we also have to mention that Ronald McDonald Dirt Bike so far has gotten both opening kills in the rounds they played on CCTV and Cash Room. So if they're keeping that record up of getting the opening kills so consistently, that would be great for them. They just need to convert them into rounds a little bit more effectively than they've done so far. But, well, with Fipsy in the lineup and Shermy as well, you dare to say they are able to do so. But, well, with players that have played in the Benelux, you never know if they actually will happen.
Now, and the thing is, you know, what map is Benelux known for?
I've seen a certain map a lot, and I thought it was Clubhouse.
Oh yeah, and guess what the most played map is of Ronald McDonald Dirt Bike?
I've seen things come up by from Easy with statistics, and I didn't really pay much attention, but I'm guessing Clubhouse.
Yes, 13 of their maps played in the open qualifiers were Clubhouse, which is 41.9% of the total maps they played. So almost half the time they played this map right here. So it's kind of strange that Unique is letting it go through. As they also have a 77% win ratio on this map, so it seems like they really like this and they know what to do up here. Unique, not really caring. Going for a different ban, but they do have, like, if we're looking at Unique's bans, they played only 5 maps in total, right? So there seems to be some default bans that they've been doing constantly. We don't see Cafe, for example, so I believe that was their first ban all the time, meaning that they probably did that here as well. And then because of that, this map was left open due to the fact it's being a best of 3. So that's why Ronald McDonald chose it, because they didn't want to play Cafe. Balls being opened up. Zeka, not car Zeka, doing what he needs to do. And when we're looking at the last seasons, season 10, we had forwards go from Challenger League up to Pro League, and in season 9, I believe we had Empire go from Challenger League up to Pro League and to win the entire thing. So, like, this could be the 3rd Russian team to do so if they manage to win this matchup. But it's gonna be Fipsy to get the first frag as he takes Zeka off the board. It's gonna be Byke out of play. No longer able to make any impact with that skeleton key or the grenades that he had in his pocket before he died. Meaning that Donald Dirt Bike is going to be a bit more comfortable sitting in the site, especially downstairs.
Yeah, luckily some floorboards have already been opened up, but now with Shermy also taking down FMX, the Sophia off the board, I think the lead in this round is really going in favor of RMDB. Making one more kill would probably seal the round, and with Flare so already being dropped in the motorcycle hatch, he could actually be in danger, but takes down Shermy. It brings it back a little bit more doable now for the side of Unique. They still have to enter the side, and that is something they're not really sure about on how to do that.
Of course, they have that man disadvantage, and they don't really get to open up the areas they want to open up. I believe they have some hatchets, but that's about it. They didn't open up the church wall yet.
No, and Thatcher's on the other side of the map, so he can't really help the Termite either. So they're just really stuck behind this wall. And they really have to go in on aim. Rush is now trying to move up as Capcan takes down Flares, meaning it's a 4-on-2. Lesion Mines also going off. Rush still gets a kill. Sox as well. This could actually be a turnaround. It's Rush actually with another one. But a down onto him as well means Sox has to do it all by his lonesome. A 1v1 for him against Mephisto. But he's actually hiding, and the time has now run out. It seems like this round has gone over to Ronald McDonald Dirt Bike. That means they also have taken the lead with a 2-1 score.
Mephisto right there, being careful enough, making sure he doesn't overpeak. Just be, calm, collected. All he needed to do right there. So they managed to win the round based off that, because that 2-on-4 almost turned away, like all the way into the round of Unique if they actually managed to get that kill, or not even that down to come through. If it was a 2-on-1, that would have been a different situation. So
yeah, I think they could have then rushed to the diffuser and start to plan it, at least have a little bit of cover. But I believe the last player on the side of Unique now tried to go for the fight. But, well, Mephisto was just hiding, so there was no real danger. We'll see Jim Bedroom this time have, and so far still 100% opening kill ratio for the side of Ronald McDonald Dirt Bike. And I'm curious to see if they can continue that streak here as well.
Yeah, that's all you want to see. Can they continue it? Can they keep up the energy? As our good friends from Gecko would say. Or Gecko in easier.
Yeah,
I'm kind of upset you didn't catch my joke yesterday when
what?
Salamander qualified.
What was your joke?
We're gonna say thanks a lot. Axolotl is a salamander.
Really? I thought it was like a water being.
It's a water salamander. So it was like,
really?
you know, just gaming axolotl.
I had biology
Axolotl.
at high school, but I didn't really pay much attention. I just had it because I could have an extra course, and there was fun people from my year in there, and I figured spend some time with them and not really do much in the class because I could drop it anyway. Maybe otherwise I would have known. Now I'm just a simple being. Now we see Mephisto dying to flares, and that is a trend that is now being broken by the side of Unique. And finally they have an open kill on someone.
Yeah, try to go for an impact nade and run out right there. That didn't really work out. This is his life right there. Had that UMP. Didn't do a single point of damage towards the likes of Unique. So that's something you would like to see change.
Meanwhile, we're both yawning. It's okay. Yesterday has been a tough day for the both of us, as we do see the exothermic charge now go off. And that Electric Claw couldn't save it if he wanted to. That means the wall has now been opened on the west side of the building. Maxis is trying to bended wire the bathroom as well, now to have a extra line of defense. It's going to be Shermie to try to check for some extra angles. Bended wire seems to be destroyed, so the Electric Claw now being deployed. And so it is another waiting game.
It definitely so. That Sherman for a second will be going outside to maybe toss out a C4, but not the case really. Flashbang now being tossed in. Let's Maxis know someone's on that position, and you see him rotate now, but you also see the Valkyrie rotate. So we're going to see one going to the Dyrt tunnel, make a punch hole right there, try to collect him as they're coming in. Kapkan now with the Ronald will be picking up one. In the meantime, you see Maxis arriving at the Dyrt tunnel. We're going to be making a punch hole, and he's soon to be firing upon those guys standing up on the balcony as well. Especially as Shermie now picks up a kill. Fipsy is going to get dropped though. That's the guy off the board, but we're in a 3-on-3 situation again. FMX now coming in with the, I believe there was an actual lifeline. That wasn't an impact. Trying to take care of that shield. He got eaten by the ADS. Is one of the two. Not completely sure which one it was. But he's looking to jump in that window, and with 40 seconds left, they know they need to make a move soon. They need to get some control. I believe there's also like 2 C4s left on the likes of Ronald McDonald Dyrt Bikes. And if that is the case, that could be quite detrimental. Jeremy will be caught off guard catching a grenade. However, the trade is going to be coming in. It's Flares. Oh, was that a team kill to come in with that grenade? I believe it was indeed. Zeka dropped the grenade as he dropped dead. It's Marty Dome coming into play. Gets the team kill because of that, and it's going to be Ronald McDonald Dyrt Bikes to pick up their third round in a row right now.
Meanwhile, Maxis is also putting in a Kobe, which not everyone likes, apparently. And wow, I didn't expect that to happen. I figured, okay, the player on the side of RMDB dies, and then the other one from the stairs will just come in for a refrag. But, well, if a nade is there, and if it works, it works. 3-1 in lead of Ronald McDonald Dyrt Bike. And they're now going back to their primary bomb site, the site they've lost once. But since then, they've had a lot of success. CCTV Cash Room up next to see if they can extend their lead to a 4-1.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
That's what they're looking for. They need to get those defensive rounds in properly. Get that early lead onto the map that you're well known for. I believe, okay, whose map pick was this? Can we get confirmation? Do you know, Feed?
I would dare to say that it would be Unique's pick because RMDB is starting on defense.
Yeah, but this is the map that RMDB played the most over the entire qualifier, so that
you
would be
never know.
Homework done by Unique.
Well,
because you're giving them their favorite side on their favorite map if you're picking this map, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's a crazy thing, but everything is still possible. Just one round is all Unique needs to get a good split out of this, to make this a perfect one, almost. Question is, can they get those? Spawn Peak actually coming in right there. Shermie being able to tag up Flares to about 50 HP, or less than 50 HP. He's going to survive himself with more than that. So First encounter, somewhat won, not completely. The kill would have been better. But still, they put the scare upon them.
Well, I just looked at the stat sheets that were provided to us by EC, and I dare to say that Clubhouse could actually be one of the maps picked by Unique. Because otherwise they would have picked Villa, but that's his decider. So I'm not really sure. I'm really confused today. Meanwhile, we see things being opened up. Maxi's not being able to stop it and also dies to FMX, meaning the opening kill once again is in favor of the Russian side. Pipsy tries to do something in return. Two players are now currently low on the offensive side, but they are now one player up. We just get confirmation that Unique indeed picked up Clubhouse, and it is one of their best maps, but unfortunately for them, it's also one of the best maps of RMDB. And that doesn't really help you all too well. Punch holes and now the barricade being opened, and Flares does see that. And that means it could be a scary moment for possibly a second kill into this round.
Definitely so. Scary moments could be coming in here if we don't pay attention to it. Let's see how that's going to be working out. Mephisto just holding up the construction right here, knows that someone's going to have to move in from the area. He's trying to hold it off, maybe pick up a quick kill, because as you said before, two players are really low on HP. All it takes is one bullet, but it's going to be Zeka right there with a beautiful one to pick up Mephisto. As he went off the angle to open up a small hole, he's going to be losing his life right there.
Well, we have Shermie actually downstairs, and he'll be taken out as well by FMX. And that means that somehow it's now a 2-on-5 situation. Capcan still up on that A side waiting, but he's now quite scared because there's so many holes that have been opened up. He's trying to shoot, but luckily Fipsy does get one kill, but even more holes do threat the life of Capcan.
Capcan right here, going for the kill. No, he instead will be killed, and like that's a beautiful kill to come in. Fipsy manages to pick up one, but knows exactly where these players are right now. The plant, however, is already going down. It's Rush making it happen. His rotation is now to come in and know exactly where he is. That's one headshot beautifully picked up. Knows the other one has possibly fallen back already all the way into the bedroom, meaning he needs to go and try and counter this off now. He needs to go aggressive to get Socks out of his position and to get afterwards Rush picked up with a one-tap. But Rush already went all the way out. Like, he's all the way out. He's all the way sitting up here in the bedroom hallway. As we're now seeing the actual stick happening, there's going to be Socks to give away his position. Pipsy, however, not completely biting yet. He's just trying to go for the bait right here. Only 10 bullets left. He will get that kill. No, he will not. It's going to be Socks to clean that one up, and it's Unique with their second round. And it's basically all they needed to make this a good split. So, credit where credit is due.
Yeah, the weird thing is that CCTV cash room is the primary bomb site of Ronald McDonald Dyrt Byke on this defensive half. But so far they've lost it twice, and therefore they will swap it up for the last round right here. Church and Arsenal room will be the bomb site of choice. We also just got confirmation on the entire veto from our beloved producer Feed, and the first ban came out from the Unique side. They banned Cafe, followed by a ban of Bank by the side of RMDB. Then it was a Clubhouse pick by Unique, followed by a Consulate pick by the side of RMDB. Then eventually stuff went over and we had Phil as a decider.
That's all we needed right there, so we've got all the information we need. Let's see how this will work out. We're going back downstairs. Aren't going to be able to make this one work and turn this into a 4-2 split, or is Unique stepping up the game right now and able to bring this up to a 3-3, which is heavily favored for them.
And also we have to reiterate the fact that the winner of this best of 3 will have to face Gekoloniseerd, or the Extras gaming lineup for those of you that don't really understand the Dutch pronunciation, tomorrow in another best of 3, and the winner of that one will qualify for the 11th season of the Challenger League. We hope that it would be Gekoloniseerd or the Geckos to be in it again, but well, they have to earn their way to get there. And that means they'll have to win tomorrow, either against Ronald McDonald Dyrt Byke or, of course, Unique team.
Yeah, one of these players is one of these teams is going to be the ones that they will be facing. So, pretty sure they will be watching this game, just looking at how they play. Maybe if they can counter strat already, just to see how to actually approach these teams. And I think they do have the advantage there. They have a rest day. Of course, they're going to be scrimming, but they have the opportunity to actually watch this VOD, which is a day fresher than the ones that they have available often. Sure me now.
Oh.
Going for a run out. Possibly. Yes. No.
Yes.
Rip
Oh, he
open.
doesn't see him.
Approaching a kill
Sure.
Oh my God, Shermy, you're blind, and he turns
Are you
around. Now
blind?
he spots. Oh my God. Oh, I can't even right now, Hap. That was so
What's
sloppy.
happening, dude?
Oh wow.
What is happening?
Are you okay, my friend? Meanwhile, we do
I'm
see
dying.
Shermy eventually dying, and it's only right for him to die after he missed that player for such a long time. Luckily, he did do some damage on two socks, and also Maxis has been tagged up to roughly the same amount of HP. That means both teams are roughly on the same page. Buck, however, is gone, and so is the Muzzy. We're waiting for more action to come in soon on this last round of the first half.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I understand.
He walked past him 3 times before he saw
Yeah.
him. But that's fine. You know, things happen like this. It's going to be a 4-on-4, evenly distributed. Same with the HP right here. Both the players that were damaged have somewhat the same amount of HP to go with. It's going to be going up to RMDB right here to make this their split. Cannot afford to lose this one, otherwise it is going to go wrong later at this stage.
Fipsy coming in with the hero impact to save the kitchen hatch from being opened. As Mephisto also standing by to C4, I think this could be a good shot for the side of RMDB, as they once again took out the Buck quite early on in the round.
Bomb located by attackers.
Indeed. Buck already taken out. Somewhat interesting way, however, how he got taken out, but that is definitely going to be in the advantage of RMDB, as they will lack a severe faction of their self-destructibility to open things up. Fipsy gets rushed, but Flares gets Maxis. Means that the plant's going down. Beautiful headshot from FMX to go through. Sox also picks up one. He's looking to go into a 3-on-3 split right here, as Mephisto right now is the last one standing. Suddenly we see Unique just stepping up their game, getting all these headshots, getting these angles out of their way. As he is going to be standing up right now, doesn't spot out the leg actually of the person on the main door. Will decide to go towards the blue area. He knows one is going to be near these stairs, but he will not be able to pick up that kill. It's Unique to bring this to a 3-3 split, and it's heavily favorable for them.
And actually, I am surprised by Unique managing to hold on despite getting so little opening kills throughout this half. And I have to say that is at least a good thing to work with, but they should probably step up their opening kill game to get a little bit of an easier round for him on their defensive side. Echo has been open the entire match, and now it will see play as well, as Flares is currently hovering over him and will most likely picking up, as they'll go to the CCTV and cash room, of course, as their primary bomb site.
And we'll go there first. Often seen as the primary bomb site for most teams. It's either this or Church Arsenal. And Unique clearly seems to be favoring CCTV cash right here. They had the better hand out of this split.
Defenders protect
Everything they
your
could have
bombs
asked
from
for.
being
All they
defused
need
by
now is
attackers.
4 rounds to clean this up. That means just when you're on like your main site and your secondary site twice, and you win this match. It's as simple as that. It doesn't get more complicated than this. So they can technically do it in 5 rounds if they would be following that strategy, so to say.
By the way, Hap, I'm still just messed up due to the mezzanines thing.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too.
Like, I got this vision from our observer, and I'm like, oh my god, mezzanines. Mezzanines? Who thinks of that?
5 seconds left before
Mezzanines sounds so much better.
It does, right?
attackers must
I
locate
think I
and
can't
defuse the
sleep
bomb.
tonight due to this, but we'll
I
finally
will
get
be
there.
able to sleep, no worries.
Oh, okay.
I still have a match tomorrow. Are you here to? Can you be here tomorrow? Or, like, you have something else to do?
I don't think I'll be fit enough because I'm slowly
Alright.
getting worse of a
You're
cold, and
slowly
I have to,
dying.
yeah, and I have to drive my dad tomorrow for at least an hour because he's lazy
That's
AF and he's a princess. So I think I'll just be a little bit too tired, and like with food and stuff, it just timing wise won't really work out.
You
But
don't have to.
I'll
explain.
watch maybe, probably, most likely.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Alright.
Yeah, it depends if I remember because I'm very bad at that.
Alright, well, Let's see how this round will develop. The first minute is gone. It's over with the small talk, so to say. There comes the EMP that will be taking care of 2 of those bandit charges, so to say. Shermy, however, still not certain but the fact if he's going to be able to place it or not. However, frag grenade being cooked by Fipsy. That's going to be yeeted in right there. That's the kill. There we go. Double kill to come in from the Ronald McDonald. Dyrt Byke's walls getting opened up as well. Within 1 minute, everything of that happened. Big explosions coming down right there. Basically, that's all they needed. But it's going to be Fipsy dead though. As Rush manages to pick up 1, picks up 2 actually. As Capcan is going to be caught off guard into the actual construction, not being aware of his teammate dying from the bedroom, not being able to check that angle in time. Suddenly we're back in a 3-on-3 situation with evenly distributed HP points. We see Flares trying to take a fight onto the Termite. It's going to be Shermy, however, as he drops down to pick up Rush. So that is going to be the Jaeger off the board. It's a 2-on-3 situation is now imminent. Leaving FMX and Flares into very good positions to try and clutch this out, though. As FMX is able to stay alive right here, you might be able to get some help from Flares, who is playing on that window to make sure no one else is going to be actually able to walk through that door. Because if they do, they will fall. It's going to be the actual headshot from FMX to go through. Brings it back to a 2-on-2 situation, I believe. Actually down as well onto the master, onto the balcony right there. That brings it all up to Mephisto, who's literally 1 HP. I think if he walks through a goo mine, his life is over, but he will go for the reset as you see him rotate out. Shermy trying to drop off the roof without making too much noise. There you go. He will fall, and that means the pickup is imminent.
And there it goes. An impact nade unfortunately won't get the kill, and that means there's now back to a 2-on-2 situation. Flares is still on full HP, and of course, as he's the Echo, he can still use those drones. Meanwhile, we see Mephisto slowly moving towards the stairs, quite scared of those goo mines, and rightfully so. With his amount of HP, as you said before, a down or a kill could be very quickly, as he might be facing that soon. Shermy does take down 1 player, but loses his teammate. It's a goo mine taking down Mephisto in the end, and as you said, it was a very scary place, as now we do see Shermy trying to hunt. The barbed wire will stop him, and Unique will get the last kill as well. The round goes to the defenders.
The defenders? Oh, the defenders.
Yeah, sorry, I messed up. I figured he'll just go with it.
But yeah, no, it will go to them indeed. So there we go. It looked like from the start, like a very, very strong start coming in right there, but somehow they didn't manage to actually completely push it through, which is a shame for them. They threw it away right there. I don't know. It's a weird thing. You get 2 kills and the wall open within 1 minute. You would basically say, okay, this is a done round because you have 2 minutes left to just outplay the rest. But then, indeed, Rush came in, killed 1, killed 2, and then we're back on equal numbers.
Yeah, I think they didn't drone out Rush all too well. It seemed like Fipsy was a little bit surprised by his position. And then I believe Capcom was the 2nd player to die to him. Also really unaware about how quick that all turned around. And if they just droned him out a little bit better, then I think they could have easily won that round, at least kept Rush at bay, and have the rest of the team just put on more pressure, so he had to rotate back. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and now we'll see the 2nd side for the side of Unique team, and they'll go to the Church and Arsenal room, of course, as it is most logical. They do also have the Goyo right now, have swapped out the Echo, and well, usually with a little bit of soft wall destruction, you can understand that. As now a Capita will see play for Mephisto. That's something we haven't seen yet, but isn't all too uncommon on the map of Clubhouse.
Nope, definitely not. It's a common operator, Capita, to use. Kind of surprised why it wasn't used more often, as it's so effective at denying the bandit from just basically tricking Fipsy. Be careful there, as he almost drops into the exothermic charge. That could have been the team kill to go down. But then at the end, Shermy uses first exothermic charge. Now X-Car coming in. They tried to block it, I believe, maybe with a buddy block. I'm not completely sure. There comes the flashbangs to maybe try and blind FMX, keep him off that right position to actually try and trick. Now, the 2nd set of X-Cars is coming out. Will also be tricked out, meaning that the 3rd set will have to be used to open up this one perfectly well. The 2nd set of impacts coming in. Flares being able to take care of that one. And that means the entirety of the X-Cars have been used. Probably didn't expect there to be that many, but it's going to be the first frag to go into the hands of Zeka, using the SMG-11 into the tunnel right here. It's just up to Fipsy now, who's waiting here with his own SMG-11 to maybe see someone to go over aggressive. Hopefully pick someone up.
Very unfortunate round so far for the side of Ronald McDonald Dirt Bike. And losing one player and losing all of the Ibana pellets. And now it's just going to be a waiting game. Fipsy is standing by. Two players are so close. A nade would be great, but, well, it would be too risky to throw it from his position, as we see Rush now also falling back after having a little bit of a roam. Also some fire going around. They've now spotted out Fipsy as well. No damage being dealt. Means it's a little bit of a stalemate with 1 minute and 20 seconds left, and no Sophia on the board for the side of RMDB. Fipsy, however, with a kill onto Rush. That might actually change the course of this round.
Will definitely change the course of this round, at least for now. That is Rush, one of the impact fraggers of last round, gone. But in the meantime, you still see them trying to struggle to open up this wall right here. Exothermic charge deployed at the same time as the bandit wire, meaning that the second one has now also been removed off the board. That means that the church wall is going to be remained closed, and that the push actually has to come from the hallway in the dirt tunnel. And the actual motorcycle and the tunnel. It's going to be either one of the two, because they're all split across the actual many locations they have. There is no soft breach available from upstairs to try and open it, because Fipsy's playing in this tunnel, meaning no other angles are being opened up. With that, they will definitely have a big issue. Here comes one incendiary. There goes a smoke. That means they will be going in from that tunnel. Possibly. No, not as of yet. Flash will be taking down Fipsy. There we go. Shermy just running in, being able to get himself behind the bar and gets down for that plant. Flash, however, gets a double kill. And sell it to Mephisto. Now he needs to cover his teammate right here, as he does so imperfectly. And that means the kill comes down, but the diffuser has been planted. But it's worth absolutely nothing, as Flares is going to be able to get that defuse. FMX right there, just quickly tossing a Q on his head. For a little bit of BM, so to say, but Unique winning that round after the teammate of Shermy was not able to cover him properly.
Well, that was a little bit of a sloppy spray in an interesting round. Players with a quad kill in the end, and that means they're now on to 5 rounds for the side of the Russians. And, well, from their side, you see quite a good representation of the team and quite a good division of the kills. 2 players on 9, the rest is on 5. Whereas on the side of RMDB, you just see Shermy and Fipsy doing a great job. The rest of the team is just slacking behind a little bit.
Definitely slacking behind a small bit here. Get to send out players who are trying to push their train through, but it's going to be Unique that is doing super well so far. Managed to get a 3-3 split already, managed to get 2 rounds in a row. If they manage to get this one, they're going to be on map point, putting themselves that one step closer into the qualifying matchup against Kekkonen Dyrt. So Unique is doing some good business right here, because this is also considered the best map of Ronald McDonald Dirt Bikes. If they would be losing this 7-3, then they're gonna have a really hard second map to come up.
Well, it's gonna be an interesting rest of this map. Team Unique seems to be quite happy to bring it to a match point, or map point rather, right here, but Gym Bedroom, of course, is the hardest bomb site to win. They do bring in the mute instead of the smoke that they've run so far. Smoke hasn't really seen a lot of prowess, as I don't really remember those smoke canisters having much effect. So then maybe stopping some drones and maybe stopping some explosions as well could be the key to winning some rounds.
Definitely so.
By the way, no Thatcher on the side of RMDB.
Which is kind of weird, considering
there's a bandit
that they need to open up, and there is a bandit and there is a mute, so you're gonna have to take care of them anyway. I believe there's an actual mute gemmer placed here. I would say they do have a Zofia indeed, but are they gonna be able to deal with it properly enough? There is a mute gemmer there, so they're gonna have to take care of that. There we go. So that means they need to open up that door right there just to shoot out the bandit wire. That's exactly what's going to be happening right now. 2 flashbangs out just to make sure there is no ADS.
Ooh, Sox was actually peeking them at least. It seemed like it, because a lot of players from the side of RMDB that were on the rooftop suddenly responded, and he is still standing by with an MP7. Tries to pre-fire and makes the opponents a little bit more scared, as Rush might actually do a run out himself. And it is the side of Unique that just keeps on pressuring. So far not really being, well, rewarded with a kill.
Definitely not. All Sucks has to do here, though, is to just stay alive. If he's present,
Oh
he's gonna be
my
able to
God.
do damage. Rush on your back. You gotta be careful, buddy, as he is taken care of from the top of that roof. It's Capcom to just get in time. Fipsy, however, got down. He's gonna get picked back up. They're still aware of Socks being in the position that he currently is, and Capcom is holding that. Will be picking up that kill beautifully, but Socks first, however, will be taking down Max's. So he manages to get at least one, but it's 2 kills instantly to go down. FMX now wants to go aggressive as well, as he's just feeling it right here. Look at that, the angles.
I think his barrel has been spotted. You dare to say the barrel should have been spotted right now, and even more so right there as FMX just crosses by time and time again. Yeah, Fipsy's just chilling, you know.
Dude.
I think he's just watching Netflix and chilling, as now we do see the diffuser going down. Impact nades coming in from FMX so far, not getting a kill or a cancel on the diffuser plant. Players also tried to sneak in, but so far didn't really have much effect. Now he'll try to move in as FMX finally goes down to Fipsy. Flares has 1 kill in return, moves out, but almost gets the kill on Capcom. Almost isn't good, however, as we do see Zika, the last player alive, and he goes down as well, meaning we're back to a similar score of 5-5. Or no, 5-4. I was getting ahead of myself. Yeah, just testing you, Hap. You almost fell for it, didn't you?
I don't think so. I don't think so, buddy. Yeah. It's fine.
Sorry, sometimes I'm just a little bit lost in my own thoughts. And I looked over at my Excel. I'm like, I think I did something wrong here. Either I didn't add a number, or I said the incorrect score, and unfortunately, it was the second one. But well, let's see what Unique can do. There's still 1 round up. They'll go back to CCTV and cash room right here. Operator-wise, they, of course, pick up the Echo again because it worked wondrous last time. And I think we do see the Thatcher again from the side of Ronald McDonald Dirt Bike. And, well, that's a logical choice after seeing how much trouble they could have had in the previous round. But luckily, they didn't due to some over-aggression from the Russian side.
Definitely not. Managing to, so far, keep track of Unique. But, of course, it was the tertiary bomb site. And I kind of took down my calculations. I said within 5 rounds, they should be able to close out this match. We're now at round number 4 to come in since I said that. So, Unique still able to honor my prediction right here if they manage to pick up this round, which will put them at that 1 round away from map number 1, from that 1 leg into the qualification match. So, it is still possible. It is all still possible.
Yeah, we also shouldn't forget the fact that the next map, Constant, is actually the map pick from the side of Ronald McDonald Dirt Bike. So if they happen to lose this map, of course, as you said before, it is one of their, if not the best map they have. It shouldn't be too bad because they still have a chance. But then again, looking at statistics from Unique, the last map is Villa. And if we go to a free mapper, Villa is the map they have, I believe, a 100% win rate on in this qualifier so far.
Yeah, indeed. Wait, who had a 100% win rate?
I think it was Unique.
Let me just quickly check that. I'm scrolling out.
Yeah, same. I'm just gonna join you on
100%
scrolling.
of Villa. Yeah,
oh my god, I'm so smart.
88% on Clubhouse. So this is a statistically good map for them as well. Fipsy right there coming in with the grenade, but it's going to get eaten by the ADS, and that will be telling Socks to go back. If you see the grenade there, is actually going to go in. Will be taking care of the shield. Now these stuns are coming in as well. Rush will be picking up the first frag onto Fipsy. So that means they at least have a return frag for the wall to be opened up. It's like, I don't know, it's not a one-on-one trade, because I think the frag is more important than the wall to be opened up, because it's opening up eventually anyway. But still, it is
especially with
way
Fipsy
better
and the
for
nades.
That is true. Fipsy with the nades gone. I believe he already used both of them though, so it's not that big of a deal. But still, of course, has the SMG, has that L85, 2 of those good guns available to him. But it's going to be the refrag to come in a bit late. But Maxis to take down Rush. Mephisto now to pick up Zeka, and the Ronald McDonald Dirt Bikes are finally starting up their engines as they're making sure to put a halt to Unique, trying to storm off right here. FMX putting down those goo mines, being aware that his wall is now to be opened up. The impact nade is ready. He's waiting for the second set of X-Caros to be used. There we go. It's actually all 3. Can he trick them all 3? No, he got 1 side only. He's not going to be putting down a second impact trick right there, and that means that the wall has been opened up quite extensively right now. However, Socks And he's just to pick up Mexi. So that's going to be one return flight. Flares now to pick up Shermie. That means that the balcony is also clear. And the 2 remaining players are finding themselves into the construction right here, but they do have an opening to work with. Right there, pre-fire to come in, beautifully placed by Mephisto as he gets one. Now hunts for the second one, who's playing on top of these stairs, puts out the feet and gets that frag as well eventually. It's only up to Socks now, wants to go from below, still has that C4 available to him, so if he places this right, there could actually be a kill to come in, has to detonate it now. Socks, this is the time, actually does it, doesn't do any damage whatsoever, and he will be rotating through. It gets picked up by Capcan with the headshot on those staircases.
That's such a big round from RMDB, and I didn't really expect him to come back in that one. Losing Fipsy so early on could have actually meant their demise, but I believe the first mistake made by Unique was Rush, moving out from the safe area on the Jaeger. And I don't really know why he went into construction. I believe they spotted out a drone there with the Yokai. Maybe he tried to hunt that one down, but that would have been such a big risk to take, right?
Have been a big risk indeed. So, well, so far it's going pretty well here. Unique on their map pick brought up to 5-5. So definitely something to be happy about. If I was going to be Ronald McDonald, if you would be losing it out here, that means you're still going to be having a relatively low round deficit, which is going to be easier to make up with if you want to get that side choice for the cider match. I'm actually wondering, what if this would be 5-7 and then the second map will be 7-5? How do we decide who starts where? Do we have to do a coin flip on stream?
Oh, I would not know, Hap. And
That's
all I know that I most likely have to do the coin flip because I actually have my wallet here and you never have coins.
I mean, I got my map band coin right here, which...
And what, you actually have it?
Oh, yes, I do.
My god, I see it. It's
that?
majestic.
You guys can see it because it's off camera.
Oh my god. Feed Machine has Pokemon coins.
He has Pokemon coins?
Yeah. I have a Swiss coin with Confederatio
Does it
Helvetica.
actually have a heads and a tails instead of the Euro coins?
No, it doesn't have a
Heads
tail.
and
It has a
tails?
person and a shield.
Well, the person is a heads and the other one is tails.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
European coins don't always have a person on them. That's the thing.
The Dutch
That's what
one
we were
do, right?
back then. What? Sometimes they do, yes, but not always. Sometimes they have like
no.
eagle. Eagles, not head.
I thought the Eagles were only on the German things.
Yeah, like, but you also sometimes have a tree.
Ah.
So you know, it
Yeah,
really
it's-
depends
yeah,
on the country
okay.
where your coin is from. So
Yeah.
it's fine nonetheless. Let's see what is going to be happening here. It looks like they're trying to open up that wall again. They're standing on top of the hatch. I believe that will be to counter off anybody using those vertical angles, just to be able to look through that, possibly even take them out. They're using grenades now. There comes the flashbangs, and that should be the cue for actually the Excaros to go off. But still going to be plenty of time for Flares to use his impact to make sure that the hatch remains closed.
I'm not really sure why he opened up more floorboards, and I think the hatch has actually been opened up. Yes, indeed. He opened up more floorboards, but he already had the opening for an impact nade, and I think with those openings, he actually increased the area the flashbangs could go through, and he actually made it more difficult for his team. Luckily for the side of Unique, Zika does take down Fipsy once again first off, and that's the sledge once again falling.
Sledge taking care of Fipsy, gone off the board. Seka still being aggressive right here. Spots out a player. It's going to be trying to do some damage. Swaps over to the shotgun, but is going to get taken down. Maxi was ready. One of the incendiary bolts has been deployed though to take care of that position. Wasn't eventually necessary at the end, but the most important part is that they got the frag. Now, second charges are being deployed. There comes the smoke. That means that the drop is soon to be come in. Rush right here, picks up a beautiful headshot. Now needs to pre-fire the default plant spot. Will be trying to do so, missing as he shoots right over the head of Mephisto. Moves in at the last second, gets the kill. But it's a 2-on-2 situation now. FMX and Rush both downstairs, and both the operators of Ronald McDonald dirt bikes are going to be located upstairs. Sherman now rotates down, manages to pick up the rotation as FMX wanted to go up to try and counter that off. It's going to be Rush in a 1-on-2 right here. Will be able to pick up one, yes, but is going to get shot in the back by Shermie, I believe. Yes, indeed, from the blue area. And that means it's going to be Ronald McDonald dirt bikes to go up to match point.
And that's a big turnaround. Something different than we actually expected, right, Hap? As Unique had a pretty decent half on their offense. Going into defense, they should have had a smooth ride home, but they've lost their advantage. Now, behind one round, with Shermie and Capcom mostly leading the charge for the side of RMDB. Fipsy had a very good start on the first half, but here on offense, he has been sleeping. So I'm wondering that if he might come to life in this round as well, how easily he would possibly go for the side of Ronald McDonald Dirt Bike.
Yeah, that's something we have to wait and see. Church Arsenal yet again being picked up right here, but the likes of Unique, they're not swapping off it. They're confident that they can actually win this one right now and they can bring it up to overtime. As I believe it is the site choice at that moment of Ronald McDonald Dirt Bikes who have, let me check, chosen to go for overtime defense. All right, so the defense will be played by Unique if it goes to overtime. Right now, it doesn't seem to matter though, as it's 3-3 and 3-2. So attack is slightly favored for now, as it has one more round in defense. But if we're going to overtime, it needs to be a defensive round. So in the meantime, Gamer Legion versus Makers has been going on. 7-1 for Gamer Legion on Philip. So Makers not really feeling it right there.
Well, sometimes you just can't stop the Legionnaires, and that's just what's happening. I'm just really wondering if Fipsy now dies once again first in this round. He had such a good start with opening kills on the defense for the side of Ronald McDonald Dirt Bike. And if he loses all of that right here, I'll just be sad for him. He's already on an equal score, 2 opening kills, 2 opening deaths. And it could all go south here.
Wait, who are we talking about? Fleurs?
Fipsy.
Oh, Fipsy, yeah. Okay, indeed.
He used to be good.
And then he took a Benelux to the knee.
Yeah.
As Maxis is trying to go on his drone, hoping to find out the position of the player into the dirt bike area. For Max, first to go off his camera right now. It is going to get opened up from below, but I don't think anybody's available. No one is there with impacts to actually try and counter that off. Somehow they decided to completely surrender that. And just let that hatch get open up. Someone already down the main stairs, though, will be picking up FMX as Shermie is playing really aggressive on that angle just to pick up the, well, non-suspecting player, so to say, which gives them the entry frag yet again. And that's a very huge factor right here in Church Arsenal. It looks like Ronald McDonald is actually stepping it up right here. There comes the grenade. Flares has to rotate all the way back. And still a gas canister left to deploy. Will do so now as well. Right in front of the shield. So they will have to jump over the shield as well if they don't deploy a impact on that.
I think that Nate might have actually been targeted to possibly also destroy that shield, but unfortunately he didn't. But all smoke canisters but one have been already deployed. Flares now takes down Fipsy. That's a sledge once again off the board. There's a player standing by, moving in. It's a down coming in from Flares, and now getting the shotgun out. Takes down Nexus as well, and now the player lead is in favor of the side of Unique. A big turnaround after not doing too well at the start. And now Rush also stepping up, taking down Sherby, and the shotgun standing by as well to take down Mephisto. Only Capcom alive, and the diffuser has been dropped. And how will he manage to bring this back? At least with 1 kill so far, but 3 more players left to find.
And he has 48 seconds left. There's still plenty of time to make some moves to try and cut off the angles. He's going to get some information from the Ronald McDonald Dirt Bikes, and actually from Unique, as they opened up a little bit of a bullet hole right there. Rush is going to be playing that. Drone will most likely not spot that out unless it goes into blue. If that is going to be the case, he's going to be able to pre-fire this angle. That's the only way Rush would be to fall. You see the drone slowly moving in right there. There it comes. Will be actually forcing him out of position. Flashbangs to come in right there. Rush will be going back on his actual angle, but won't be able to find him as of yet. There he goes. Kill to come in. No, the 180 to go through. It's Rush to still pick up that kill. It's Unique to bring it back to overtime. And we are going to see at least 2 more rounds for this map before we finally know who's 1 leg up.
Yeah, and I'm still really unsure about who will win this. Well, McDonald Dirt Bike seems to be strong at times, but then loses all of it a little bit later. And I will see Unique starting on defense on overtime as well. They do decide to go for Church Arsenal room right now, as cache CCTV for both teams has been a little bit iffy.
Yes, that has been the one that was shaking the most. But Unique not being able to well win, I believe, Church twice in a row. Then they won it the last round they tried it. So I mean, there's something to be said about that as well. Let's see if they will be able to repeat last round's story and put themselves up onto match point, because this is their map pick, right? This is what they chose. This is the map they wanted to play, so you kind of have to expect that they win it. But of course, it's also the strongest map of the Ronald McDonald Dirt Bikes. So losing this wouldn't be too big, because they do have the more versatile map pool, I must say. Unique does. So like, they shouldn't be too worried if they lose this, because this is like the map that was played 50% of the time by Ronald McDonald Dirt Bike. They have a, well, somewhat 20% pick rate per map that they have. So they have 5 maps in the pool. So I see it pretty, you know, it's even if they lose this one, Unique still should be feeling quite confident going into the next map.
Yeah, they're set and ready as we now see the side of Ronald McDonald Dirt Bike to try and go on towards the church once again. Last time around, they had the opening kill, but then lost the advantage quite soon after. We've seen stuff like that happen before for the team, but now they're trying to move in a little bit faster, possibly. And I'm curious to see, will they still try to go for dirt control? Because that's a place where we have seen Team Unique just shine big time, keep control for so long, and it seems like they're again trying to go there. The shield up and running, and flares once again also in position.
Letting them waste so much utility actually trying to get control of that dirt tunnel, or actually just opening up the dirt tunnel. So there comes the C4, beautifully picked up. That's Fipsy gone off the board together with some Battle Eye bands. It's a sledge yet again gone. No use of his grenades this time. Flare's trying to move out. Will be doing a little bit of damage to Mephisto, who's playing in this dirt tunnel as well. He wants to get the upper hand this time, as they are in dire need of such advantage. Will, however, decide to fall back. Max is just going to a different area. Has to be careful to not be picked up from the verticals. That's another C4, I believe, to go out. Or was it an S? No, there is no S charge, so it was a breach charge. Never mind. The Ying has breach charges. I heard breach. It was a breach charge to go down, which will be opening up the floorboards a bit more, hoping to support them in their drop into the kitchen anytime soon now.
Yokai drones to help the Ki'it spotting out, as Maxis will now come in with a drone that will not be destroyed, meaning Seekhuis's position is currently known. He falls back to side, tries to go from a different area, as the diffuser is actually being planted by Mephisto. It seems like the side of Unique is not really adapting too fast. Luckily, they are in time to down him, however, as now flares will be refragged by Capcan, leaving it in the 4-on-3. The diffuser now dropped on side.
And that's a very awkward position to drop down that diffuser as well. It's definitely not, well, favorable for them. Rush, however, is going to get taken down as Shermie manages to spot the, well, hip, so to say, to come through. FMX now to get fully flashed, instantly taken down from blue as well as he tries to rotate in. It's Capcan actually picking them up right there. No one in blue. And with 28 seconds left, you see the Yokai now being worked. It's going to be called out. Okay, he's going to be in that corner again. Zeka is going to be trying to move in. Zeka needs to get this frag if they want to win this round, because he can stall only for so long with that. Oh, actually manages to... Oh no, you should have been a bit more careful right there. C4 to come in, will not hit at all. It's going to be the one kill to come in from the actual bomb chassis. Capcan now swapping over to his pistol. Sox now needs to get free to make the clutch happen, but it's not going to happen. Ronald McDonald Dirt Bikes are winning round number 13. They're back on match point.
And let's see if they can actually convert this match point into a map win. It would be great for him, but Unique still has a chance now on the offensive side. And well, so far both teams have had an equal portion in the regular time of winning on both offense and defense. Right now there is a lead for Ronald McDonald Dirt Bike. We have some big numbers coming in, of course, in overtime. People get a lot of kills, and Shermie is currently on to 16 with Capcan on 14. So really leading the charge for their team. They need to make it work in this round as well.
If they manage to get it here, they will be taking the map of Unique out of their hands. With 2-round advantage for the map decided to possibly come in, because so far this has been a very close map. It's going left, right, and center. It just keeps on swapping around whoever gets the round. So we might see that happen now as well. This could as well just be the round to go in for the likes of Unique, who are a Russian team, of course. Russians are known for their aggression that they can put up sometimes. We can kind of see it here as well. They are a fan of runouts. They're a fan of just making the runs for it if they get the opportunity to. So
5 seconds left.
Sometimes going a little bit too far as well. We have to mention.
yes, that is true. Sometimes going a bit too far, but I mean, you cannot go halfway because as soon as you start doubting, you're dead already. So
Yeah, at least they're trying. We do have to also say that it's interesting to see both teams in overtime picking Church and Arsenal room rather than Cash and CCTV. And as said prior, that is due to both teams having a little bit of trouble holding on to that bomb site so far. Of course, Jim Bedroom not really favoring them either. But it seems like this is currently the best setup. Capcom falling back to blue as he is a little bit scared of a possible player moving in. Let alone a repel right there. And now he'll just try to hold on from here.
fall back a little bit. Just make some noise. Make sure they won't have to drone you out. Just to waste that little bit of time. You might say, wasting time right now, it's nothing too important. But you never know if those 2 seconds you wasted now are going to be needed at the very last second when you're actually going off. Good spot right there from FMX.
User has been dropped.
Taking care of that Gumite, making sure he will keep that 10 HP later on. That's the spot to come down. Didn't manage to pick up the kill. That would have been a great opening right here for Unique to just pick up Capkin on that position, but he is going to stay alive and manages to rotate back again. Now the stuns are coming in. Actual impact as well, just to take care of the barbed wire. We slowly see Unique opening whatever they need opened up. Hatches have been opened up as well. As you can see, the blue one clearly opened up. Capkin, however, being wary of someone maybe dropping oil pit.
I believe there's still an ADS behind the generator in blue as well, so I think that's a very good positive point for the side of RMDB, as Maxis is standing by with C4 as well, and of course on bandit wires. Meanwhile, we assure me with the kill onto FMX, and that is the Sophia of the board. Luckily, utility has been used, but still, it is so sad to see her go so soon, with a C4 still alive in the key as well.
Definitely, you saw the first C4 for Maxis to come out right there. Actually took down Rush to about 40 HP right there, meaning that he's going to have a hard time actually maybe picking up a kill. No, it's going to be Shermie to whiff his shots and to die. Bring back the number game to 4-4, which is doable for Unique because they got a little bit of an opening. Specialist Flares now wants to peek in right there. Doesn't manage to pick up Maxis though. Now kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place as he can be shot down right there. As he will know he's going to get the actual hip fire transition to ADS headshot. Fipsy managed to get one as well. Capkin gets one and Fipsy finishes it off. It's going to be Ronald McDonald Dirt Bikes to win map number 1. Unique's map pick nonetheless. It is going to be Clubhouse gone, so they're definitely stepping it up right here. And look at that. Shermie 17, Capcan 15, Fipsy 11. And on the other side, we have 14 on Flares, 12 on Russian, 11 on FMX. This was a very frag-heavy game right here. I don't think we've had a single round where it wasn't decided by kills in the end. Actually, I believe we had one defuse to go through. I can't recall anymore.
Yeah, it was very, very interesting to see. RMDB not really as solid, but at least they have now taken their opponent's map, and that means they have a very good shot of actually possibly getting a 2-0, aren't they, Hab?
Yes, but also no, because their map pool is very limited. And if you're comparing this to the map pool that Unique has, they played a wide variety of maps multiple times. Now, I can just quickly pull this up right here because Easy has assembled some stats from us. Let me just quickly go up for that. We are going to be going for a 5-minute break in a second, but just going over this, they played Villa 8 times, they played Clubhouse 8 times, Coastline 5 times, Bank 7 times, Consulate 5 times, right? So that's pretty spread out. If we're going to look at Ronald McDonald's, they have played once on Border, 3 times on Coastline, 2 times on Villa, 3 times on Consulate, 1 time on Bank, 13 times on Consulate, and then 8 times on Cafe. So Cafe seems to be suiting them quite well as well. But I believe that got banned, so...
Yeah, it was the first ban to come in, so that's rather unfortunate. We're going to a small 5-minute break, so I can also refill my glass of water, because otherwise my voice might be dying in a little bit. So thank you all for watching, and we'll be back with the second map between RMDB and, of course, Unique Team in just a bit.
fight the feeling. Let's get the feeling. Show me the moves you got. Yeah. Don't leave me hanging. The music's banging. I'll show you mine. Just watch. Yeah. Don't fight the fear.